Hi, everybody. Welcome to Magic Universe. I want to thank you for watching and liking and subscribing and leaving those beautiful comments. Thank you so much. And also, I want to thank you for getting the readings and healings from me. Yeah, if you're interested in getting a private reading or healing from me, you can go to my website at magicuniverse.co. That's .co. So, yeah, thank you. Awesome. Okay, so let's see what universe has to say to us in Tarot Talk 3. What message is there? So the first card that came out, Triumphant Success, it's like, oh my God, that's a really, really good message, really high energy. And then the one that came in after that, Material Harvest, also like together, I see that as reading you coming through something at like the end of a journey of maybe say you've been struggling or it's been hard or there's been effort but there's finally a breakthrough and you're coming to into a new phase of your life where there's success and now you're reaping the harvest. You're collecting your rewards. And so there's a very specific message that I'm hearing coming through the King of Swords that's talking about. I just hear the words, be honest with yourself. And when I ask, well, what does that mean? I'm getting the message that when you look at the real truth of who you really are, your source energy, your spirit, you're like all powerful, you create your reality. And that message is confirmed at the end of the first line with the Ace of Wands, where it's like you're writing your reality, you're creating your script, you're writing it the way you want to be. And the honesty with yourself is to own that mastery of your life, own the power that you have over what you create. And then you'll be able to, like, once you do that, you'll be able to pluck the fruit, like you see in the Queen of Pentacles. Like you'll be able to, the fruit that you've been growing, it's going to come into ripeness and you'll be able to pluck it. And I also see a pregnant energy in the Queen of Pentacles. So I mean, perhaps you're actually pregnant with an actual baby, or it could be like your baby could be like a project or just some kind of desire or wish that you have that's like been growing inside you, like whatever it is that you've been growing inside you energetically or like maybe physically. It's about that journey of knowing that you created all of that, and then it's going to come into fruition and you'll be able to receive your reward. And so like that first line, I feel like it's talking about knowing that you're the one who's doing it. You're knowing that it's like in order to come into this success and to have that breakthrough and come into harvest, Spirit is calling you to understand that you create like that whole process of it, and once you know that, hey, I'm the one who's creating this, I can create the success for myself too, like I'm creating this whole journey. I can create it the way I want it to be. I can create the fruition of it, the reaping of the rewards, that part of the journey too. And there's a lot of power in this King of Swords. In this particular King of Swords card, there's a fox in the picture, and it always makes me think of like the Sly Fox, the creative fox, where by understanding your power and understanding who you really are, that you are source energy and that you're working with, you have like the whole universe on your side working with you, that's a sort of magical power that brings you to success, and and solutions in a way that the mass consciousness, they don't operate that way. They operate like the logical, in order to get from A to B to C to D, you have to go through all of the steps in order to get to what you want. Whereas if you're the sly fox, the creative fox, you get to kind of jump from one place to another. And it seems magical, but like if you understand energy and you understand the law of attraction, you understand manifestation, that your thoughts create your reality, things happen in such a effortless way for you that it seems magical to other people. And that's what that sly fox makes me think of. But that King of Swords is about understanding that power that you have within yourself to do that. And once you know that power within yourself, then that that is how you get your ripe fruit. That is how you get to your harvest and your success. That is how you break through to this phase of your life where you're reaping all of your rewards. So that's really cool. In the second line, it talks more about the journey itself. Like, so there's a contrast between "Oh sunny day" and "Distant thunder, clear the air." It's talking about, like, don't be afraid of any part of the journey where you're experiencing thunderstorms, and understand that the thunderstorms actually create the sunny day. It's the contrast that creates the solution. So if you're experiencing any place where things aren't going in a straight line and it's not that direct and it's not like completely problem free, don't be afraid of that. Like, understand that when the question comes up, when you come into alignment with your source energy, with your higher self, when you come into that honesty about the truth of yourself, then the answers come. And then that's when your sunny day will come. And so you also see that in the Queen of Swords, where she's sitting in front of this cloud of dust or confusion or just non-clarity, right? But she's sitting in front of it. So it's kind of like out of that confusion, she emerged with clarity. So it's like the confusion created the clarity, and now she's sitting in front of it. And she's like, I came out on top of that, and I'm super clear now. Whereas if that cloud had never existed, then she might not be where she is right now, because it's like without the question, like if you don't ask the question, then you wouldn't have the answer. So it's kind of like in that same way, if you never went through that cloud, then you wouldn't have that super clarity. Like if you never had the thunderstorm, then, it wouldn't be that extra sunny day that comes after. So this is talking about, like, on your path, if you experience any like snafus on the way to where you want to go, don't be afraid of that, because it's helping you find your way. It's helping you create more clarity for yourself. Like, it makes me think of, if you're wanting a relationship and you kind of have to, like, if you've never been around people before and you just never seen other people interact with other people, you wouldn't know what you would want in another person, in a partner, right? Like, you kind of have to either date for yourself or have observed other people dating in order to come to conclusions for yourself, like, oh, you know what? I think I want this in a guy or a girl, like, I think I want this in a partner. I don't think I want that in a partner. Like, you kind of have to have experiences of some sort or observations of some sort in order to come into clarity. And I feel like this is what it's about. Like on your journey in whatever it is that you're creating, whether it be a relationship or, like career related or anything that you want to create in your life or experience in your life, you kind of have to have that contrast in order to come into clarity about what it is that you do want to experience in your life. And this is talking about don't be afraid of that contrast. Don't be afraid of coming to places where you have to where you experience questions that you don't yet know the answers to, because the answers will come. Like for both the O Sunny Day card and the Queen of Swords card, just like the sunny day, like it's that energy is so prominent. And in the Queen of Swords, like her sitting in front of that cloud is like, it's so clear. It's so, her presence is so noted. It's so, because that energy is so much stronger than the energy of the cloud behind her or of that distant thunder card, that I feel like the clarity is assured. The sunny day will come. It's a for sure thing that you don't have to worry about. The clarity is here. It exists, and you will experience it. Like you don't have to worry about it not coming. And then to punctuate the whole thing, the last card, Resurrection. Like if you look at Resurrection and then you look at that first card, Triumphant Success, it's the same thing. It's like coming through darkness into the light, right? Because that Triumphant Success card is like you're coming out of the ground into to the surface, right? And with Resurrection, it's like that. It's like from the darkness comes the light, and you're whatever, maybe hardship, or maybe it's just non-clarity, and being resurrected and coming into the light, coming into the clarity, coming into the ease, like it's all part of the package, and it's all part of the journey. Like the first part of this entire message is talking about like the success, coming into harvest. And then the second part of the message is like, if you experience anything before you reach your harvest, like, don't be afraid of that part of the journey, because it's all part of it. It's all part of the package. Like you create the whole thing, and the question part of it creates the answer part of it, and then that is your whole journey. And the success part of it is assured. It's a for sure thing that you don't have to worry about not coming, because it's here. It's here. So that's an amazing message. It's talking about, yeah, you're on your way to success, and if you're not quite yet experiencing that part of it yet, don't worry, it's coming, because whatever you're experiencing right now is actually creating the success that you will be experiencing. So yeah, that's the message for Tarot Talk 3. That's amazing. Okay, so thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.